Guys, you may not even know it, but big companies out there are willing to spend thousands of dollars in order to get their honest opinion, and in the following minutes I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of that. Hello guys, I'm the top 4. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a free way to make money online, and more precisely, I will show you how you can get $15 every 3 minutes right now. This will be achieved by answering a series of very simple questions, which will not waste too much of your time, but the entire process is going to be highly rewarding. But the main advantage here is that no skill is needed in order to qualify and maximize your results, because you will only need to provide your honest opinion. You will only have to answer those questions very briefly in order to earn that much money. Now, there are a few different approaches that you could have by I'm going to show you the best one, the one that is proven to work and generate the best results. And having that in mind, let's jump right into it. The website we are mainly going to use today is called Capture.com, so I want you to go over to the website, but I have a quick disclaimer to make if you skip this video and just connect to the website and start doing this by yourself without having the patience to watch this video until the end. There are very high chances that you will fail and you will end up confused. Now, the entire process seems really easy at first glance, but it really isn't, because there are a few key factors that you need to take into account if you want to maximize your results and not leave any money on the table. That is to say that a little bit of patience is needed in order to make this work. And if you think you have that, you are perfectly qualified for the job. Now, basically, this website, Capture.com, is a place where big companies and businesses come in order to get customer reviews. And you may not believe it, but big companies are willing to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars in order to get some honest and informed reviews and opinions. But do not worry, because you don't need to have any skills, previous experience, or qualifications in order to take part in these surveys that these guys are running every single day. And now, as you might expect, in order to use this software, you would basically have to go to the top section here and click on the sign up button that will redirect you to a new form where you can enter in your email address and password, but make sure that your email address is the one that you're currently using. That's very important, because they are going to send you different opportunities straight into your mailbox. Now, once you set up your account, if you go over to the software categories, you should be able to see that on the left-hand side there are hundreds of different categories. That means that there are hundreds of different surveys that you can involve yourself in for absolutely free in order to generate more and more money. As you can see, it takes quite some time just to scroll through all of these different options that you have. But for now, in order to start this process, what you have to do is basically go over to this other section that is called Write or Review. So click on that one and let's see where they take us. Now, once you're here, you've got two options. You can either search a product by name or by company name and complete a survey that they have provided you with, or otherwise you can take a look at the popular software to review. I suggest you focus on the second method, because these ones are the highest paying ones. And as you can see, you have different pieces of software here, such as this program that is called Basecamp Dynamics 365 by Microsoft, FreshBooks, HubSpot, Marketing Automation, QuickBooks, and Salesforce. Now, guys, don't make the mistake of thinking that you actually need to buy any of this software in order to complete those surveys. You won't have to invest a single penny in this method, and that is why I said that this is completely beginner friendly. I'm going to show you a way that you can write these reviews as you should do without even spending the money on these pieces of software. And keep in mind that having an informed opinion is really important here, because if you simply add some generic details, that is not going to do the job, and you will most likely end up earning $0. A very simple way you can learn more about all of these gadgets here and programs is by simply copying these names, going over to Google.com and typing in something like Dynamics 365 reviews. Once you hit enter, you should be able to see all of these reviews and ratings. But if you scroll a little bit down, you will also see the reviews that have already been made on Capture.com, and you're especially interested in these ones. Now, there are almost 4,000 different reviews, so you can imagine how much money these guys have spent in order to get that many. And if you click on this link, you should be redirected to Capture.com, where you can get an informed opinion about the product. And now here is how a well-structured review is going to look like. As you can see, it goes in depth about certain features of the product. It also goes over the pros and cons, and it gives a rating for each category here. So the E of views, the customer service, features, value for money, and likelihood to recommend. And that was just one example example, you have thousands of different reviews here that you can read in order to get an informed opinion and then be able to do your own review. And I'm going to demonstrate how you can do that in order to illustrate my point and show you that this is really easy to do, but you actually need to put some time and effort in it in order to maximize your profits. And now the way I recommend that you approach this is simply keep a tab open with the reviews of other people and also tab with your own reviews. So let's click on Dynamics 365 here, and let's see where they take us. Here is the form that you would have to complete in order to earn that reward. And basically you would have to complete your first name, last name, email address, and so on, but I will only focus on the details that you have to pay special attention to in order to get that reward. Now this section here, the organization, name, industry, and so on are not that relevant, but the relevant feature here is how long you have used the software, and I advise you to pick either 6 to 12 months or 1 to 2 years. I'm going to pick the first option in my case. How frequently do you use this software? And you have a few different options here, so daily, weekly, monthly, or other. I will choose daily, and this is also very important. What is your role in using this software? I suggest that you pick I am a user, because that is most likely true, and then you have to click on next. Now you would have to rate it for each category here, so the overall quality, the ease of use, features and functionality, customer support, value for money, and also ease of deployment. Now you also have these features, so accounts payable, accounts receivable. You can go through all of these. Actually, you need to go through all of this if you want your review to get accepted. You can also rate the price, so if you think the product was too expensive, you can go all the way up here, or if you think it was decent, you can select mid-tier. Now, I suggest that you pick very likely here as the answer for the question, how likely is it that you would recommend Dynamics 365 to a friend or colleague? But now comes your most important part, so title your review. You can simply add something like Dynamics 365 personal review, enter the pros, and here enter the cons as well, and describe your overall experience. But make sure that you don't simply copy this answer, so don't copy and paste this other user's answer, and instead you can simply read through these lines and create your own text. If you don't really have an informed opinion, you can simply do some research and then you can complete that by yourself, but do not copy and paste this because that will instantly disqualify you. And after you're satisfied with your answer, you can simply click submit and they will send them your review. And if it's a good one, a high quality review, they are going to reward you for that big time. And this way you can easily get $15 every 3 minutes, because quite frankly it doesn't take you more than that to complete such a review. But guys, I have a secret trick for those of you who are still watching the video at this point. Instead of reading tens of different reviews and making a summary of those, instead of spending that much time doing the research, what you can do is use a very powerful piece of software, a tool that is going to write the review for you in less than 10 seconds, and you will not compromise the quality. It will still be a high quality review that you can get monetized for, and I will illustrate that in just a bit. So let's click on write the review and pick a product from this list. I'm going to pick Basecam here, so let's copy that, go over to Google.com and search for a few other reviews, but this time we are not going to focus on the Copterra reviews, and instead we want to click on a different website. So let's pick this one for instance and see what they talk about. Now these guys here also offer a very detailed description, so that is a well-informed review that you can copy now into your clipboard, but we are not going to reuse that. As I said, we're not going to copy and paste, and instead we're going to use a tool that is going to provide us with a unique version. What I want you guys to do is connect to spinbot.com, and if you simply paste that text in here, as you can see, the original text sounded something like this. So Basecam is an online collaboration app that lets people work together on projects and so on. And if you complete this capture and click on go here, you should be able to see the rewritten text that will be displayed to you in a matter of seconds. Now there will be a few mistakes. As you can see, this guy's actually changed the name of the product, so you would have to replace that manually. But other than that, this is a very accurate review. So instead of is an online collaboration app, they actually wrote is an online joint effort application that lets individuals cooperate on ventures, occasions, or different tasks. So it's basically the same end message. It still conveys the same powerful message, but in a different form. And that will allow you to reuse it and basically paste this new text into that review box, and they will still get you your reward. And having that in mind, even if you're lazy and you don't want to do all of the research yourself, you can simply connect to spinbot.com and create a new review that you can then paste on Capture.com and get rewarded. And in case you don't think this is legit, you can do some research on the web. You can go over to Google.com and type in something like how much can you earn with Kappa, and the first article will pop up and it will say something like you can make up to $150 with Copterra paid reviews for writing about your experiences with products you are using or have used. And the same thing goes here, so how to earn $250, $100, so different sums of money, 185 here, so the result might depend indeed, but you will still earn a significant amount of cash if you implement one of the methods that I have taught you today. That being said, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please try to implement this and let me know how it worked out for you. Come back to this video and leave your feedback down below in the comment section. Also drop us a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, if you're watching this, you have to know that we are running a brand new giveaway on the channel. We're giving away the new iPhone